There you go.
Good. And begin.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi. Welcome to Leadbridge Counseling Services. My name is Sadhan Sapkota, and I can see that I know your name is Ben, but if there is anything specific you want me to call you, please feel free to say.
Okay. Yeah, no, Ben's fine.
Yeah? Okay. And, if you want to change anything, and you can always tell me. So before we start off, I have a few things to say. And did you get my confidentiality paper that I had sent to you?
Yes.
Yes. Did you sign it?
Yeah.
Yep. So you'll have to send it to me. Do you have anything to ask about it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So just to add that, Lethbridge is a small city, and both of us live here. And if we happen to meet anywhere, let's say at the mall, um, I'll have to ignore you. It's not because I want to be rude. It's just because I want to protect your privacy. I won't be initiating the first greeting, but if you wish to do that, I'll respond to your greeting. And after that, if anybody asks me about who is this person, how do you know him, I won't be giving away any information about you, right? So just to make clear about this, do you have anything to ask?
No, that's fine.
Okay, so the next thing is I prefer taking notes because I have a short memory. I forget things. And also this helps me to stay focused, on what you say. So, I won't be having a constant eye contact with you. It's not because I want to be rude, but it's because I'm taking some notes here, right? So that I don't forget, the important things that you tell to me. And later on, after this session ends, what we can do is I can always send whatever I have, I can always send it to you. All I need is your email ID, and you can review this and just let me know if you disagree with any of these things.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good?
Yep.
All right, so have you ever been to a counseling services?
No.
No? Okay, so let me tell you that our session is about 40 minutes, and I work with you, not lead you through what you're looking forward to seeing. All right, what you're trying to achieve. So I'll be working with you on that, right? Rather than, giving you advice or something like that, we'll be working together. It's all about
Okay.
that. Right? So I also choose to work from a strength-based approach, which means I'm not the expert. You are the expert to yourself. It's because you know what's going on in your life, and at certain point, you know what you really wanted to do, right? So yeah, I'm always here to listen you. I'll be giving you some suggestions, but it's all up to you if you want to do that or not. All right.
Sure.
And the next thing is that if we could not get through, on this session, we can always book another appointment, right? And if you think that I was stupid or, I could not give what you really wanted, you can always uh, you can always say, okay, I don't want to see him, and I can give you I can recommend you some other counselors here at the Lethbridge Counseling Services. We have many counselors here.
Sure.
All right. Okay, so moving on, what a typical day looks like for you.
I get up relatively early. Have a quick breakfast. Look at some emails while I'm doing that. Head off to work. Get home around 6:30, maybe 7-ish at the latest. Have a bit of supper, do a little bit more, finish up some emails before I head to bed. Maybe do a little bit of reading, watch some TV in there as well.
Okay. So what do you mostly watch on TV?
Right now, I think we're watching an Amazon series called The Boys.
Okay, what is the most thing you like about it?
I don't know. It was new. Not really. We're not that far into it at the moment. It's about superheroes and how they're kind of corrupt
Okay.
system that they work in. So it's interesting.
Okay. Sounds like you like superheroes, hey?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, I heard you saying that you like reading too,
Yeah, I do.
right?
I do.
So what do you like reading the most?
Anything true to life, biographies, things like that. I don't really can't really get into fiction very well.
Okay,
Biographies mostly.
so you believe in realistic life, realistic things, right?
Yeah, I enjoy reading that mostly.
Okay, so what did you lately read? What did you lately read that uh that was really inspiring to you?
Um, I read a biography of Jim Henson was good, and I think the last book I read was I don't think it's not really a biography, not an autobiography, but it's the story about Chris Hadfield, an astronaut's guide to life on Earth. It was quite good.
Okay, so who do you live with?
I have a wife
Hmm.
and two kids.
So you're married, and if you don't
Mhm.
mind me asking, what is your wife's name?
Rochelle.
Sorry, what's that?
Rochelle.
Okay. Any friends? Do you have any friends?
Yeah, we live in a pretty close neighborhood,
Okay.
so we're all pretty close around here. We do things together quite often, block parties, um, potluck dinners, things like that.
Okay. So, if you have to name any two of your closest friends, who would they be?
Um, I guess I would say our next door neighbors, Nancy and Tom.
Nancy and Tom. So, I know you guys live together. I mean, you guys are neighbors. So, how often do you manage time to catch up?
Um, I guess we see each other quite often on the weekends. Maybe a good, a proper get together, maybe once a month.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you said that you have two kids. Are they
Mhm.
both boys and girls, both girls?
One girl, one boy, 4 and 7 years old.
4 and 7. Girl is 4 and boy is 7.
Correct.
Okay. Looks like a pretty small, happy family.
Hmm.
Okay, so what do you do mostly to spend your time with your girl and boy?
Um, Tough question. I get there's a lot. Weekend time. We play games here and there. If we can manage to get away on the weekends, we'll do that. Um, you know, they do. Jamie did sports. Just played soccer in
Mhm.
um, the summer. So things like that.
Okay, so how often do you go out with your family?
Um, not often. I keep pretty busy. I work quite a bit. Um, again, we probably try to do something together at least once a month.
Mhm. Okay, so let me just summarize you whatever you just told me.
Sure.
So your day quite starts a little early, right? So you get your quick breakfast, you check some emails, and then you go to your work. You come back from your work at around somewhere at 7.
Hmm.
And again, you check some emails, you take your supper, watch TV, or sometimes read books. And I got the sense that you like some realistic movies rather than the fictional.
Hmm.
And you love reading books. biography that is true to life, right?
Hmm.
And you have a wife, you have two kids, one girl, one boy. Your girl is 4 and your boy is 7. You love to play games with them, and as you are busy, you don't get so much time to go out with them. It's just that you try to catch up once in a month or weekend, right? And you have closest friend, and they are your neighbors, Nancy and Tom, and you guys catch up around the weekends, at least once in a month. Did I miss anything?
No, yeah, that's pretty much accurate.
Okay, so what brings you in today?
Um, it actually wasn't my idea to come in. My wife and my brother actually suggested that I come speak to someone. They think they think I'm losing my mind or going crazy. Um, so I yeah, thought I'd come in to alleviate their worries.
Okay, so what is the worry about? What do you
Um,
worry about?
I I've mentioned in the past couple of weeks that I'd like to not quit necessarily, but take a leave of absence,
Mm-hmm.
a long one, from my job and focus a little bit on art and painting. I do quite a bit of painting.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'd like to I'd like to do that more.
Okay, so you love doing art and painting. That's what you said,
Hmm.
right? So, is this something that you are passionate about?
Hmm. Yeah, very. Ever since I was a kid, I've done it. Um, when I was going into school, I
Mm-hmm.
went into a more, I guess, practical
Mm-hmm.
or stable career choice. Kind of stopped doing that. Do it more as a hobby now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to do it more professionally.
Okay, so what made you stop, you know, working on your art and painting?
Um, I was just I needed. It didn't seem like a viable career choice at the time that I was going into school.
Mm-hmm.
So um, it took up too much time to be able to
Mm-hmm.
study, learn, do all these things while I was in school. So it just kind of fell to the wayside.
Okay, so and how is this a problem to your wife or brother?
Um, I've been, I think their worry is that I've been doing, I've been in this career for about 16 years now. And why would I want to give up something stable and um, a for sure thing for something as fluid as art or painting?
Mm-hmm.
Um, they're not quite sure that that I can, sustain myself and a family painting.
Okay, so how do you think this is serious to you?
Um, I mean, I'm pretty well set. I think I've thought through it enough, um, but I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. I don't want them to feel like I don't want to upset anyone by making that decision
Mhm.
to quit a stable career, a job, to to paint.
Okay, so it sounds like you don't want to make anyone unhappy with your decision,
Hmm.
right? So, okay, now that you have told me, okay, what to worry about, and what you actually want to do, and what you have been doing. So, I want to know what is more important to you
Um, in between.
in between your career and painting and art.
Mm, um, I think they're both important
Mhm.
to me. I don't not like the work that I do. I enjoy my work. I enjoy what I do.
Mhm.
Um, but I guess painting's always been a pretty big part of me. I still do it as a hobby, just not to the extent that I would like.
Mhm.
I would say they're both pretty important parts of my life.
Okay, so if I were to ask your wife about all of these things that you just told me, what do you think she would tell about you?
Um, that I'm a pretty level-headed person, um, good at what I do, um, loves to make loves to help people, likes to make people comfortable. Um, yeah.
It's always good to have a back support, hey?
Mhm.
She still knows that you're good at so many things, right? And still you're thinking about family, choosing between your career and your hobbies. Yeah, that kind of impressed me. So, what if I talk to your brother about this? What would he say?
Um, I think he thinks that I'm not thinking things through properly. He thinks that I'm being crazy, not um, he thinks that I think that he thinks that something deeper is going on, that there's other issues at work that are making me want to quit, which isn't true.
Mhm.
um, yeah.
So, what do you think? What made your brother think that you're crazy?
um, just the fact that I want to leave a stable career.
Okay. Um, so, has there been made any, past attempts that so you want to leave your career and then you want to pursue toward painting and arts?
No, this is pretty much the first time it's come up. I sold a painting that I did recently. It was just hanging in my office, and one of my clients um, asked what it was. I was telling them about it, and they ended up purchasing it, um, which sparked this thought that if I sold that one, I could probably sell more.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay, so you spoke about your family, you spoke about your wife, your brother, what they think about you. You want to leaving your career and then want to pursuing painting and arts, right? You told me that your wife still, um, she still appreciates you for the things that you're good at, and but your brother thinks that you're crazy, and there are some, sorry, there are some other reasons that that is making you quit your career and then work in your hobby, that is painting and art. So my concern right now is, what do you actually want?
um, I couple of things, I guess. I'd like to try new things. I'd like to challenge myself. I think I've come as far as I can go doing what I'm doing now. Um, I'd like to try and challenge myself. I also want to ensure that the people around me know that it's the right decision for me, um, and that they're comfortable with the changes that are happening.
And what do you actually want to get out of this, to get it sounds like you're in dilemma, either to choose between your career and your hobby. So what do you actually want to do to get out of it?
Out of painting.
um Out of the conflict that's going around right now?
Um, yeah, I think that, yeah, I want I want people to know that I'm making the right decision, that I've thought this through, that yeah.
So, and what does it need to take for you to, to know that, to know people that you are taking a right decision?
Um, I'm not sure. I think that's kind of what I'm looking for here is just I guess confirmation that that I've thought this through. Um, maybe some uh, communication
Mhm.
or strategies I can use to convey to them that this is what's right for me.
Okay. So, and what do you think you need to do to apply those strategies?
I'm not sure. I've tried, speaking with them a few times now, and it always seems to be brushed off as just a thought. So I'm not sure what I can do at this point.
Okay. And speaking to them, your wife and your brother, you mean?
Hmm.
Okay. How has that been helpful to you?
It's not.
Okay. So, I'll just summarize you here. So I pretty much said a few things that you already told me that you're actually having your wife and brother actually think that you're crazy just because you are you already have a career there, and then you want to leave this career and you know pursue your painting and art, and you love trying new things, you love accepting the challenges, which I really like about you, right? And you always want to take a right decision for yourself, and you want people to respect your decision for you, right? And you have also been trying to talk with your wife and brother, and that has not been helpful at this point of time. So okay, I'm gonna ask you an unusual question, right? I might sound a little crazy here, but that's totally fine. That's totally fine. And if you don't understand anything, it's gonna be all my fault. And you can always ask me. You can always interrupt me and ask me if you're unclear about something. So the question is that suppose you went to sleep tonight, right? So you went to sleep tonight, and this miracle happens. So, and the miracle is that you know uh, the problem that you came here with is solved. There's no problem at all. So just because you were in sleep, right, you were asleep, and when you wake up in the morning, you don't know that the miracle has already happened. So what different would you notice about the day, morning?
Right. I probably wouldn't. You know, I would have a different schedule.
Hmm.
Probably have other things to accomplish. Um, I'd have. I think I'd still set deadlines and goals for myself. So I think there still would be a schedule. It's not. It's not. I understand that it's still work.
Hmm.
Um, I wouldn't have an inbox full of emails from people. I wouldn't have phone calls that I need to return. I wouldn't have to go into an office anywhere.
Hmm.
Um, I probably get to spend a little more time at home in the morning.
Hmm.
If I left the home at all, I could definitely work from home. Um, yeah.
What else different would you notice about yourself?
Um, I'd probably be a little less stressed. Maybe the same amount, just about different things.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure what else.
So you just said that you would be less stressed, right? So how would your day be different without, or let's say having a little bit of stress?
Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd be obviously doing something completely different. So, um, I think the stresses that I'd have would be of a different nature. I think no matter what you're doing, if there's deadlines and goals and things, there's a little bit of stress no matter what. But it would definitely be different. I think I have quite a few people that depend on me now at work as well, so I think that would be different too. I wouldn't have the stress of them, or worry that I'm going to let them down.
Okay, so you said that you would do things completely in a different way. So what are those few things that you would do in a different way?
I'm not sure. I don't remember saying that. I'm not sure what I'd do different. I guess, well, everything would be different, I suppose.
Okay, so if I happen to talk to your wife, what different would she notice about you?
She'd probably notice that I'm around more. Maybe I'd have more time at home, or I'd be home more. I think she'd notice I was a bit happier, perhaps, as well. Trying new things, doing new things I enjoy, so I think I'd be a lot happier. I think she'd notice that I was more focused as well. I'm pretty I work quite a bit, so that takes up a lot of my energy, a lot of my focus. So I think she'd notice that I was more present.
Okay, so you just tell me that your wife would notice that you would be happier, right? So when you're happy, how your day would be different?
I obviously you enjoy life more. You're I guess you have more energy as well about the day. You're excited to do things. Not that I'm not excited to do the work that I do now, but I think I can accomplish more in a new position and as an artist, as a painter.
Okay, so you have two kids, one boy and a girl, right? So what would they notice about you? What
I
difference
think
would they notice
the
about
same as my wife. I think they'd notice I was around more. I
you?
could probably take them to school, pick them up from school, spend some time with them in the evening, do homework together, watch a little bit of TV. That would be the biggest thing, just that I'm around more.
Okay, so so what do you think you would need to take, you know?
Our time.
Are we done?
We are done.
Oh, I'm glad that we are done.
Yeah, we're finished up. I'll thanks so much. I
Yeah.
will talk to you soon. Well, maybe not. Have a
All
good
right.
day.
Yeah, you too. Take care.